Look at me with my bee farm already. I think he was walking us down before, right?
いいえ、私は襲えません。
Run, hurry, there's no going back. Yeah.
はい。
I'm assuming this was like the conversation
姿
that...
が見えなくとも一緒にいるのを感じます。
This wasn't the conversation. I don't think this was a conversation we had with Fox Mask when we were here before. But she was talking to him before, I believe. Because he did kind of lead us along the initial part.
私頑張ります。あなたにふさわしくなるように。
Was the task here to chase after Fox Mask before? Compared to like following him? Yeah, I mean, I don't even remember. We did a lot of battles. I don't remember if there's much reason to... Yeah, we can do this. I mean, that's all we needed to do.
迷っていたんだ。でも今はもう道に迷いはない。
If it wasn't for the fact I need to go fumble around, it would be kind of badass to be able to just walk straight there. But all we needed was the focus ability. Do I... Well, like everything again I have is durability related. So this doesn't really help me much. I do kind of hate having to just put everything back on. I wonder if Turtle plus Tanuki does anything crazy. Does it like... Because you're not using your health, you're using your focus. So will you get that decreased damage at full health? Could be cool. Oh, I did it. Perfect. Pretty awful. So I'm trying to... I wanted to try to do the, obviously perfect dodge, easier to do. Heavy attack afterwards, the swordfish, and then beetle, because I do believe they are counted as stunned after that's done, but I, did a bad job. Is this the stairs up, or is this somewhere else? Alright, this is where the... back is done. Think this is where I want to go? Did pretty bad at dodging there, but I guess if I have a lot more stamina, this is not where I want to go. I think I'm just going back to where the ritual's done. There's another staircase. Oh, there we go. That's it. I was close. bandages. I really wanted to deal with the egg. Oh, I didn't want you to be here. Using focus for that too is not bad. You suck. Where did that guy come from? Alright. A crying child is kicking my ass. But seriously, where did the other guy come from? Oh. I didn't expect a, Oh. Hermitage of Crimson Water. Well. I did see the guide mention puzzles, so I'm assuming this is how I get the other thing. So, ringing bells. Mandate of the clan. Upon the rock, our ancestors built a shrine, naming it Heaven's Benediction, so it could serve as a sanctuary for our clan. When Heaven's benediction falls, the wrath of the depths shall rage against the heavens themselves, and both man and land shall face calamity. When that time comes, the glory of Higa's god shall wane, heralding to the end of our clan. It is the duty of our family's heads to ensure that Heaven's benediction will prosper for generations to come. It is the fate of our family head that he shall prevent calamity from ever arising. He who seeks the crimson water which banishes evil. When the Shishi Odoshi strikes once, let the bell chime. Thrice shall the bells ring to speak the legends of the land. Trapped under a great stone in the lake's abyss lies a slumbering water dragon, born during the Age of Gods and sealed away by our ancestors. Deprived of the water dragon's spirit, the once lush great tree has met a withering fate. I'm assuming this Shishi Odoshi is the ping that we're hearing, which I think is one of those like bamboo things. So chime the bell. Like hit it and then chase after these bells? Or are there like 3 of them? I'll look around some more. This area is really cool. Another Emma. Hotai-sama sitting cross-legged. A medicine bottle with Hotai-sama the monk engraved on it. Contains a red liquid. In ancient times, when people believed fevers were the result of demonic possession, this infusion was considered a miracle cure that was capable of dispelling evil spirits. Though the original formulation has been lost to time, historical documents indicate that it took an extraordinary amount of time and effort to prepare. Note of caution. Akira no Hotai-sama bestows onto us the blessing of crimson water. This blessing can be found deep beneath the sacred mountain, where spring water pools to infuse with venison herbs. Its medicinal properties, unlike any other, are the bounty of many moons of steeping. The power imbued to the crimson water shall eradicate even the most wicked evil, but beware, for its frightful potency makes it unsuitable for the purification of mortals. Only for the excision of ancient evil shall it be used. I'm wondering if, according to the writings of the Iwai family, whose members have served the people of Ebisugaoka as physicians for generations, only infusion prepared using the traditional method can truly be called Akira no Hotai-sama. Anything bearing the name in the modern day is merely snake oil. True infusions are said to be a double-edged sword, both a miraculous elixir and a dangerous poison. That is, if one harbors any guilt inside their hearts. Then not only shall the infusion cleanse you of any evil spirits, but it will also destroy your very self from the inside out. So I'm assuming this is... another one. So do I just cycle, like, as soon as that hits, just rush it? It's like once and then twice over? You seeks the crimson waters which banishes evil. When the Shishi Doshi strikes once, let the bell chime. Thrice shall the bells ring to speak the legend of this land. Do I wait for the Shishi Doshi every time? There's actually a lot of bells here. Is there a... mandate of the clan, and yet our mortal world is ever changing. The age of gods has passed, and the powers of heaven have withered. Such a living sacrifice may no longer suffice to quell the wrath of the deep, so our ancestors saw fit to place a seal of immense power upon the being below. Upon the water they set a great stone, now the being remains sealed away, unable to break free of its prison. However, earth cannot endure forever against the might of water. As its powers wane, the seal shall break. When the wrath rises once more, we shall be powerless to stop it. Wonder if the symbol on the lantern matters. That probably is the case. I mean, that's a water one. Fire. Do you think it would be like the Order of Jizo statues? Earth. If I read the note, it might give me an idea now that I'm... I don't... Is that water again? One of these has to correlate with metal and wood. That's wood. I'm assuming this has to be water, so I guess I would assume that's metal then. Okay. When the Shishidoshi strikes once, let the bell chime. Twice shall the bells ring to speak the legend of this land. Trapped under a great stone in the lake's abyss. Deprived of the water dragon spirit. I don't know how I would parse this out. Like, water dragon, I don't know if that means water. Under a great stone, earth, in the lake's abyss, that would make it seem like water, but do we just say water? Age of Gods doesn't mean anything. Earth to water to tree? Is that what we need to do? Device over. Don't know if that's like 3 times after the first. Very far away for this. Hopefully that would count. Oh! I was actually super right. I'm shocked that I was right, to be honest. We're, what next? Looked it up. Seems like I just leave. Like, this just will be a thing now. I'm glad I solved it. This is a fun little, outside area. Kind of nice to see the temple. I'm assuming more so how it normally looks instead of the hellscape. Still here apparently. Instead of the maze. Thank you. Don't even need to use that bandage. Get rid of that bandage. I don't think I'm gonna explore more because it seems like there's not much reason for me to. Do you think this cutscene's gonna be new? It can't be new because of our arm, because we actually are supposed to have the arm this time around. Apparently not. So I was trying this fight a couple times just to get the trophy for not getting puppeted. I switched out the beetle for the weasel Because I believe she basically didn't get stunned, and Weasel just let me get heavy normal attacks off. It definitely made the fight go a lot faster.
Shimizu Hinako は消えたね。お幸せに、リンコ。
Oh, the headaches. I didn't take my pills, so the headaches are harder. Tougher. Anyone ever describe their headaches as harder? Alright, you're here.
君はひなこじゃないか。君はひなこだ。
はい。私は清水ひなこじゃない。私はひなこ。
そうだよ。君は私のひなこだ。
Ah, the hard headaches. They keep coming. Should have taken those pills. Oh, this is a new cutscene. I mean, it has to at this point, right? This is where, like, we're actually starting to verge into different territory. Hello? Hello, hello? Should have waited till she actually picked up the phone before I did my amazing Five Nights at Freddy's joke. We'll cut it out and then I'll just put it right here. Wait for it. It's gonna be amazing. Hello? Hello, hello? Damn it, I did it too fast. Wait a minute. Cut it out. Hello? Hello, hello? Still, it's still a little too early. Who's that? Was it the mom last time? I think it's so. She was just saying, that, yeah. And then you hear Shu and...
Hinako, もう十分。殺すか殺されるか決めた。
Kill or be killed.
姉ちゃん。殺されなさい、ひなこ。どうしてみんなそうなの？みんな殺してるの？お姉ちゃんも殺したの？ええ、私も殺したわ。お父さんもお母さんも。
You.
そして大切な妹であるあなたもね。友達もみんな殺したわ。私は殺されたくない。今日それを口にすることがどれだけ恐ろしいか分かってる？もちろん。今日までに何度も言ったかもしれないけれど、もう一度だけ言うわね。生はあなたが選びなさい。だけど今日その選択には特別な代償が伴う。それもあなたが生き延びた時にだけ。あなたがおとなしく殺されるなら何の代償もない。お姉ちゃんはひなこに幸せになってほしいよ。お姉ちゃん。
Hello? Hello, hello? Damn it, I was way too late on that one. Cut it out. We'll just splice in the correct timing on it. Don't worry about it. So, I mean, mostly that just seemed like that was telling me that I have choices now. Which I believe is the case. So, it autosaved. Let me go to a, Let me go to a shrine. Save, and then we'll take a look real quick. So, I think it mostly comes down to having the sword or not, which we obviously have to do the, find the last Shimizu statue. This is gonna be a lot farther than I anticipate, but it's also a little bit of a path down here, isn't it? Might not be much, actually. Let's not worry about that right now. Let's just go forward for a smidge bit. We need the last Shimizu statue to then be able to do the sword quest. I want to double check what ending-wise it matters. I think basically we'll have a save here that will be a diverging path for the other two endings that are not technically a, I guess I don't know really what I was trying to say there. Just, there's other endings. There's two endings we can get now, which I guess amounts to a choice, but I'm not entirely positive on how it relates, but we'll get them just so we can see. We need one of these endings to stick so we can actually unlock the final ending in my very exciting third playthrough. So right now, I guess I'll put this up here. This will be our anchor point where we will revert back to the save after we get one of the endings done. I want it to look real quick to see entirely what that means. Because I think there's like more steps for one than the other, which is probably how we'll handle this, because I don't really know what choices really matter. Didn't take red capsules, we're good on that. We obtained the Akira no Hotai-sama, I think. And we either purify the sacred sword or did not obtain it. But the other one is, didn't take the red capsules and obtain the unpurified sacred sword. So, we could do this, I think. Do, like, finish up the Shimizu quest, get the unpurified sacred sword, save, go along the game as this, and then revert back to this, do the purified, which again I'm assuming is related to having the Akira no Hotai-sama. Hopefully it's like a decision I can make, and it's not going to be like you're done with that, you've done it. But we'll see how that works. This is like actively the part of the game I think I was not looking forward to. You should have just been dead. I slashed you a bunch, lady. Yeah. Should have been dead. Not looking forward to this part because of all of the fight encounters. A lot of pregnant women all over the place. Well, this is good. Research Journal Photo 5. Photo attached to Research Journal. It appears to be a clue collected by the research investigation investigating the folklore of Ebisugaoka. It's a building. Like a bag in front of it. In the Edo period, lightning struck the divine tree, leading people to believe that its spiritual power was lost. They then turned to worship the next oldest object, the Inari statues. Thus, the people of Ebisugaoka began worshipping Inari-sama. However, the sacred sword predates even the Inari faith. If the oldest object was to become the next object of worship, then it should have been the sacred sword. In other words, if the sacred sword is discovered, it will, without a doubt, undermine the very foundation of local beliefs. Okay, very short message. Don't really... I don't know, like up some stairs, buy a bag, buy a house. Letter to Kumiko. He's really done it this time. That husband of mine is always quick to brandish the knife around when he loses his temper. But this time he went too far. He threw it at Hinako. Did he even stop for a second to think that might what happened if he mangled her face before she got married? I just don't know. Yeah, just that's the biggest worry about throwing a knife around. I just don't know what's going through his head sometimes. Sorry, Kumiko. I know I'm always complaining to you. What could that be about? This looks like this might be the spot. Bags, up some stairs. Don't need that tool bag. Was this where I got jump scared? Yeah. Oh, she's so fast. I was out of focus. This isn't going to do anything for me, though, because of the way the inventory works. Whatever. My worry about having to, not just right here, save up items because of the... lack of using red pills seems to be unwarranted. I'm too powerful now. Character etched into the stone base is indecipherable. What are we missing? Metal, right? That could be just about anything. Even a knife. What was that? No idea where that actually was. It was a building. There's many buildings. Found damage Ojizo-san in the mountains. The character etched into the stone base is indecipherable. Seems the residents of the town offered their old kitchen knives and other tools to the Ojizo-san so they can be put to rust. Did I technically miss a page since I never had Vision Quest the first time around? Doesn't really look like it. Clinical trial. It has now been 2 weeks since I began taking Kakura Makakura. I've observed no significant physical changes. If anything, I've been falling asleep and waking with ease. I have lucid dreams an average of once every 2 days. When I do, I feel neither the passage of time nor exhaustion, which allowed me to become lost in thought. However, today I was met with startling results. In my dream, there was another version of myself who spoke to me. It doesn't seem like a great idea. A lot of ambient noise kind of spooked me there. I'm assuming we just keep moving forward. Bandages I can top off, I guess. Oh. Well, we found a knife. Dad's old kitchen knife. What's it doing out here? Father's old tuna filleting knife. It's now completely rusty and useless. The, next save is, like, way over here, isn't it? So I definitely need to go backwards. Went a little too far backwards. We'll turn this in. Then we should just have to go all the way back to the shrine. My ears were met with the soothing chimes of bells upon offering the item. This should do.
来たれ我らのもとへ沈黙のもとへ私何をご神木へどういうこと
What was that about? There's just more stuff along the path to the tree now. That's some bullshit. Like, honest to God, really? Why did I say come to the divine tree again? Weird. Also the fact that it's like moaning like that. I don't have enough focus, so just wail. Ow! I feel like I was far enough away for that to not be a problem. Thank you. You know what would be fun is if we made them have to fight another pregnant lady on the backtrack to the tree. What if there's another one? Let's find out. Never mind, this guy's here. We just died, though. I was gonna say, I don't know what they expect from me when I, technically shouldn't be able to kill them, but I guess that's the expectation is death. Happy about that one. I'm gonna assume that anything I run into right now is gonna die, because they really want me to get that sword. Go carried away there. There's like a lot of axed corpses on the ground. I don't think were here before. I say a lot. I saw two. One I didn't comment on. The other one I'm like, huh, might be a pattern. We're like actively in here, so I feel like we should be protected. Watch me be wrong and there's a big boss fight. Have to fight the water dragon. Gonna be like a Sekiro fight. Oh, it's just right there. Thought I was gonna have to dig. It's beautiful. Look at those 5 Gizos. They love the offerings I gave them. Gonna have to like give up my baseball bat for this. Is it gonna actually be on my body? Sacred sword, an ancient sword that harbors a malevolent energy deep within its steel. Even if the blade chips, the mysterious power that resides in it will restore the weapon to its whole and unblemished state. Okay, so like it gradually recharges its durability. Oh, I'm just gonna get a full tutorial. While it is sheathed, the sacred sword will recover durability when you attack enemies using other weapons. So it just automatically has that effect of the otter then. While you cannot use the Sacred Sword to focus attack, your gauge will remain untouched if you attack while... Wait, I'm sorry. While you cannot use the Sacred Sword to focus attack, so you don't get a special attack, you can still focus though. Your gauge will remain untouched if you attack while focusing. However, if you are attacked while in this state, you will automatically block the attack and be forced out of focus? So, like, it's guaranteed... I'm gonna have to, like, use this and see what that means exactly. Guaranteed, like, block of an attack, but you just don't get a focus attack. You can perform a counter while wielding the Sacred Sword using R2, so long as counter is possible, even if you are already in the middle of an attack. So, like, you can immediately, get real aggressive with it. Check out that journal. Equipment. This is just all the tutorial stuff. Oh, it's its own slot, too. I love how the dankness comes out. It's pretty slow. It is, like, almost moving like Hinako's possessed by it. Like, it has its will of its own. Obviously, she doesn't have a, idea on how to wield a katana, but... Is it a katana? Is it too short to be a katana? I might not know my weapons well. So, I mean, this drains, but we could technically focus and stay focused to always be in a defensive state, it seems. Where we will immediately deflect an attack. So it seems like it would be a really good weapon for a focus build. The speed at which it moves is not great to me. But okay, we have this. We should be able to just get a default ending with this unpurified. And then we can just revert. Technically, I guess revert to that save I just did. And I'll do another save at the next shrine. And then go about purifying the blade for another ending. I wonder if there's going to be anything new happening at the playground.
ここは侵食されてない。
Alright, he was attacked by a fox.
俺、大人呼んでくるから。落ち着いて。怖がってるだけだから。怖くない。
And Hinako's like, calm down, fox.
大丈夫？すごい血。早く手当てしないと。ありがとう。
I like how the fox stayed here.
大丈夫か？子供を噛むなんて許せねえ。ただ殺してやる。
早く行って。もう町に迷い込んじゃダメだよ。僕は固定機って言います。君は？私はひなこ。清水ひなこ。そんなこともあったな。どうして今思い出すんだろうな。
Did Hinako say she remembered it the first time around? I feel like she was like, I don't remember this. When did this happen? New note. I mean, the old medical record. I was going to say medicinal. Note, while the request for emergency transport was being made, I was left alone in the examination room with the patient. During this time, he briefly regained consciousness. When I rushed over, he began calling his name. He responded, Kotoyuki, so that is my name? It is not uncommon for patients with high fevers to experience disorientation. However, this young boy did not show any signs of distress. He remained expressionless, his face like an unmoving mask. His eyes were blank and glassy, like fox eyes. Not unlike those of a doll. At the very least, I did not know any of the usual symptoms of fever-induced disorientation. I was kind of trying to go with the, like, Jaws, these, like, doll eyes thing, but then they actually just said it, so whatever. Immediately after, he again lost consciousness. As I did not accompany him, I do not know the details of what happened at the prefectural hospital. Although such an episode can likely be attributed to a temporary disturbance in the patient's memory, as a long-practicing physician of Ebisugaoka, I cannot help but be reminded of that local phenomenon, the fox possession. Ooh, spooky! Just gonna dump some bandages, why not? What is all that noise that I'm hearing right now? Yo, time to gamble. Elephant prevents staggering from normal attacks but greatly increases damage taken. No thank you. Oh. Another Emma, Diary of Revenge. On the 21st, 13 Ebisugaoka residents were brutally killed in broad daylight. The police department has yet to find the killer. Was that me? Can Shoe Paper Morning Edition, May 22nd, Meiji 13, 1880. This was a truly horrible incident. Police investigations pulled up nothing, and construction on a large-scale dam began soon after, drawing a whole new workforce to Ebisugaoka that rapidly developed the town. Before long, everybody had forgotten about the mass murder. I, however, have not forgotten. There is something very peculiar about this incident. According to multiple eyewitness reports, the killer was a giant of a man, over 2 meters tall, who had covered himself head to toe in tree bark and roots fashioned into a kind of armor. On top of all that, he also wore a no mask. I don't know what that is. He marched around the town preaching the following. You worship false idols! The foxes lead you astray! Destroy their foul statues! If reverence is not given by the divine tree, then that water dragon shall arise once more to bring calamity upon this land! The man then proceeded to butcher everyone in his path with a katana. Oh, the katana I have, maybe, probably. I'd wager that the perpetrator was some kind of divine tree faith fanatic. To the followers of the old practices, the transition of faith from the divine tree to the Inari statue is surely seen as an unforgivable act of blasphemy. I guess the revenge against the Inari is what all these are about. It's entirely possible that the strange guise he wore was to replicate the giant monk who founded the religion in the Kamakura period. According to another eyewitness report, we also know what happened to the man in his final moments. This too, unsurprisingly, has been made out into some kind of divine happening. A thick fog swept in, and from it appeared a pack of eerily glowing foxes. They circled around the man, surrounding him, and then everything was swallowed by the fog, leaving nothing behind. What juvenile drivel! Thanks for the Emma. Surely I'll start using them eventually. Mama, Papa, I'm home! New phone? Hello? Hello, hello? No, this is the same. Alright, well, I have to run through this again.